Siaya County, a region rich in natural resources and agricultural potential, is a home to thousands of smallholder farmers. However, challenges such as low agricultural productivity, poor market access, and inadequate infrastructure have hindered development. To address these issues, the National Agricultural Value Chain Development Project, known as NAVCDP, funded by the World Bank and implemented by the Government of Kenya, introduced the Participatory Integrated Community Development, the Picd process. This innovative approach empowers community to identify their problems, propose solutions, and take ownership of their development.
Kwa implemented kwa county ya Siaya na county zingine pia 33 hapa Kenya. The main thing is to transition farmers from subsistence to commercial. Tutoke katika hiyo mambo ya subsistence, ile kalongolongo. Tuwe sasa wakulima ambao wanafanya kilimo biashara.
The Picd process began with a strategic planning phase. In April 2024, technical officers from the Siaya County underwent intensive training to equip them with the skills needed to engage the communities effectively. These officers, together with the local leaders, divided each of the 30 wards into 4 zones to ensure comprehensive participation.
We are doing, we'll also, I think they explained to you yesterday. Then we are also commercializing. Hatutaki sustainable subsistent farming anymore. We are commercializing. That's why our PDO is. What's the PDO of the project? What is the project development objective? Now CDP. Nani alifunza hii? I'm a teacher by profession. So please you allow me to read. What is our project objective? Now CDP attend without chini. Put the books down.
For him, because we have the ACC and the chiefs and the ward administrators, we expect that the zones will be ratified step 1, and then of course the action plan for the wards.
The next step was secondary data gathering. The Picd teams reviewed existing data from various sources, including the County Integrated Development Plan, the CIDP, agricultural reports, and population census data. This helped identify gaps in information and set the stage for primary data collection.
Hii mradi ina foundation yake ni zile miradi ambayo tulikuwa nao ya KESA na ARIC. Kuna wards hapa ndio ulisikia wana Dennis wakisema wanajua mambo ya sako walisha join because they were in KESA. So najua Sidindi walikuwa KESA, Sigombe walikuwa KESA, East walikuwa KESA. Lakini kuna wards zingine ambazo hazikuwa KESA kama Sigombe haikuwa KESA na West. So kuna wards zilikuwa na kuna wards ambazo zilikuwa. So tunasema hii nyumba tunaijenga kwa hiyo foundation. Lakini huwa napenda kustress hii foundation ambayo tuliweka sio strong. Kwa nini nasema hivyo? Kwa sababu KESA tulikuwa na wards 6 peke yake. Hapa Siaya tuko na wards 30. Sasa hii foundation ukiweka foundation ya wards 6 inataka kubeba unaona kama hiyo foundation iko strong. Inaweza kubeba hiyo nyumba. I'm bringing this so that you can see the point. If foundation yetu is weak, what it means lazima tuweze kuweka mawe, tuweke pillars. Because nyumba lazima ijengwe. Na hii foundation ndio so tutaweka lazima tuweke pillars, iwe strong, tuweke mawe tuongeze because we are all implementing in 6 wards. We have 30 wards. Inamaanisha 24 wards haziko kwa hii mradi. So hizo 24 wards ili zianze kujenga nyumba, lazima pia zianze kuweka foundation ili nyumba ijengeke.
With the groundwork laid, the teams entered the communities. Through the entry barazas, they created awareness about the Picd process and used role plays to stimulate attitude change. These role plays, such as the River Code and Diamond Farm, encouraged community members to take ownership of their development and explore local resources.
Kai nigo na kukali kindu. Ara kidura. Okay.
Oba mayote mitati kutoka malokai hado kuri kigo ida isiwatu.
Ai weche mang'eny wa kali kejo mamondo ni kallo.
Nyo mai pipo ana maduoga.
Abiro temo nikech ang'eyo kamanyono. Neno kakali maber.
Yo kamara ya sayo.
Vyama.
Tinga ka. Ani nyalo bedo ora ka kitinga. Anda kitinga inyalo bedo ora nyalo bedo nyalo.
Ora timi na.
Ani matreta anda kitinga.
Ile ni kamanyono no eminyono. Wana kamanyono eminyono.
Okanadi?
Nyono kama nyono.
Ui.
Ndio boss.
Ekija arioka. Saman gidu keja pujo sadidala. Akika gani kitibra kika kumitiba nadi. Ahero mama cha kabisa nikech mama cha tokweni en to koran mondo tema nadi. Koran mondo tinge. E dongruok ka wacho ni mondo ngato miyo lo tinga manyalo mire oyekelo reche dala ndogo. Kinyi go kinyi to kan ding rangaj. Itero sandi boro ka to uruba boro te kawala chele dala. Donge ber. Mongore dong. To ngato wacho na mak manalweta wabi kama omega rech bodi ne kaka tema nadi kaka yeke mane yiero mama magia den mondo nyisi anyisa nikech oneno ka ngacho kalo tin nikech ngamuti ngoji longo bo kalo kuro pacho ngacha nyisi na kama nyono mondo nyono mama changu.
The primary data gathering phase involved engaging the community directly. Tools like transect walk, community resource mapping, and focus group discussion were used to fill the information gaps identified earlier. These activities help the community visualize their resources, identify challenges, and propose solutions.
Production more affect agriculture for affect agriculture mane work out what more that waringo kaka project matters. That's the second problem we work mari inadequate subsidized farming tools man lead to low agricultural production or productivity mane mwaka ere kaka wadwa timo mwalungoni wadwa kelo mwalungoni solution one kanya la ko.
With the data collected, the community moved to problem analysis. Using tools like problem tree analysis, they identified root causes and effects of their challenges. Objective tree analysis helped them transform their problems into actionable objectives. Finally, pairwise ranking allowed the community to prioritize their most pressing issues.
Ni kikundi kikubwa sana. World Bank wako involved. National government kuna share yao wanafanya. County government kuna wale pia wanahusika. Alafu watu wa muhimu sana ni wakulima. Sisi ni wakulima? Ndio. Sasa tunahusika kwa hii mradi. Na hii mradi lengo lake ni kusaidia sisi kukuza vizuri alafu tupeleke kwa masoko. Kuna hizo mimea ama value chain zenye ndugu yangu David alikuwa anaongea yenye tutashughulikia hapa. Moja yake ni rice, nyingine ni apiculture, nyingine ni tomatoes, nyingine ni gani? Chicken na pamba, cotton. Sawa? Sisi tunaguza hizo vitu. Sasa ile mikakati ama strategy tuko nazo, kitu ya kwanza ni sisi mpaka itabidi tujiunge kama vikundi. Kwa sababu pengine wewe kama ni pamba tuko na half acre ama quarter acre. Sasa itabidi huyo wa nusu ama quarter ashirikiane na mwingine ile tupate soko kubwa.
The culmination of the PICD process was the development of Community Development Plans, the CDPs, and Micro Catchment Action Plans, MCAPs. These plans, created with input from all community members, outlined prioritized interventions and strategies for sustainable development.
And in identifying the solutions, that is how we ended up with the Community Development Plan. The things that we were looking for during that process, one was we did CIG and listing. Tumesema hivyo. Haingine moja wetu alisema we validated community development plan.
To ensure ownership and commitment, the developed CDPs and MCAPs were presented to the wider community in endorsement barazas. Here, community members reviewed, provided feedback, and formally approved the plans.
Community development plan, the MCAP. Go to my CDP, must go with water. Okay, must okay, again, but then must entire water. Hello? Yes.
With the plans in place, the final step was the formation of community institutions to oversee their implementation. In August 2024, elections were held for the Community-Driven Development Committees, the CDDCs, Social Accountability and Integrated Committees, the SAICs, and Landscape Management Committees, the LMCs. These committees, composed of elected community representatives from common interest groups, the CIGs, and vulnerable and marginalized groups, the VMGs, were tasked with ensuring transparency, accountability, and effective implementation of the CDPs and the MCAPs.
Ministry of Agriculture, to be the county government, now to the Department of Agriculture, and now, Mobro you Dokai, Ubro form of Moromualungo, no say zonal representatives, the members of the CIGs. Which Robert? The members of the CIGs and members of SACCOs. Individual members of every year looking at the CDDC. Which Robert? CDDC and community-driven development co. CDDC will carry 7 members. Which Robert? These 7 members can you say year to give you form, give you your account.
To equip the newly elected CDDC members with necessary skills, a comprehensive training session was conducted. They were trained in their roles and responsibilities, including project monitoring, financial management, and community mobilization.
In the various wards, we normally have what is known as ward development fund, or rather what we use for the ward-based projects. Every MCA has a team of like 20 million that they through, in conjunction with the public, they can say that this one, we want 5 million for the ECD, we want a borehole sump here, this road we want it here. If in that vein we are allowed, then every ward can appropriate like 5 million for the cooperative in that ward. If we are 30 wards, then that one will bring us very quickly to 150 million. In that, when the government will be giving us money, then they will be giving us another 150 million. So our financial base will be revolving around 300 million. So if it's 300 million, then the knowledge we get here, we disseminate it to our people, the farmers on the ground, then we point to them at the place where they are able to get that money at some subsidized interest rate. Then quickly, within some times, in less than 2 years, then I think people we shall have made very great milestones. Those are some of the things that I'm seeing as a legislator, as somebody who is as a representative, how we can do it. Because you also as somebody who is as a CDDC, your major work, the reasons why you've been brought here for training is that you grasp a lot of knowledge. Then you go and disseminate the same to the people on the ground. But what we are discussing here, you also go and start discussing with them that if you are in some circle, kindly start upping your game in terms of doing what? Share capital, your share. Improve on your share capital in the what? In those circles. But no, since we are now tying back, you know, you cannot compel somebody that for you to be in this circle, for us to meet the target of like 100 million, you must have a share of 20,000. Maybe the people may not be able to get the 20,000 right away, see? So we must look for the unorthodox way of making sure that this thing is brought to force, but and also by making sure that we get the money. So the two areas that I've joined, those are the quickest and easiest ways of making sure that we empower our circles so that after getting the information, you can resort to the circles, borrow money at low interest rate and return it. And also with the information you get here, candidly, don't just go and sit on it. It's never in vain that you are here. You are one of the selected few. Everyone could not come here. But now as a representative from the world you come, from where the road from where you come, can keep into social touch, contact with people, tell them what you are taught here, and the benefits of what we are about to do. A lot of people still don't understand now CDP.
The project has been carrying out what we call participatory integrated community development, which is a tool used by the project to engage the farmers and stakeholders and communities to identify the opportunities and the resources that they have within their communities, and to come up with models and concepts that can enable them take advantage of those opportunities and move them to the next level. The participatory integrated community development, also called Picd, process has been concluded in all the 30 wards in Siaya County, and then after that we've been able to develop community action plans within 30 of them in each and every ward in Siaya County, so that from every ward the communities and our farmers are engaged in. With that farmer profiling, mapping and registration, we are able to tell at the touch of a button how many farmers are engaged in the rice value chain, how many are engaged in the cotton value chain, how many are in the maize value chain, horticulture, and other agricultural value chains that the good farmers of Siaya are engaged in. And this provides us with a framework for proper planning and budgeting as a department, because we can estimate the acreage of land that has been taken up with the various value chains that the people of Siaya are carrying out.
The Picd process has empowered the communities in Siaya County to take charge of their own development. With clear plans, strong institution, and a shared vision, the future looks promising. As the community moves forward, they do so with the confidence that they hold the keys to their own prosperity.